Well, good afternoon. My name is Linda Alela. Time for TV47 at 4. Lots are lined up for you. And we go straight to it, where post-mortem examination to determine the cause of the death of a 20-year-old boda operator Eric Otieno is underway at Mama Margaret Uhuru Hospital in Kariobangi. The Mathare North boda rider died shortly after being released from Muthaiga police station, where his family paid about 6,000 Kenya shillings. The family says he suffered severe rib injuries while in custody, and human rights activists are pushing for justice for the family.
Ndio wakati alipiga simu ama baba Samu kuja Baba Samu kuja ni mtoa hapa juu. Usanse ameshanipea. Ananiambia uafanda amenipea cash bill. Tafuteni venye mtanitoa, tafuteni ngiri 10 haiwezi washinda. Na mimi nikamwambia hiyo ngiri 10 lazima utatoka hapo utalala. So mi sato tukiwa game. Tumemaliza game vizuri. Kurudi mtaa tukamaliza shughuli za ile kutulia tu. Si ubrangu fulani anakuja mwenye sana fuata mwenye alikuwa anafuata. Akakuja akaniambia kwa masikio, baba Samu nani amebambwa na komoda na anasema amepigwa.
Now, ODM party leader Oburu Oginga has declared his interest in the deputy presidential position ahead of the 2027 general elections, saying he believes he is qualified for the role. Speaking at State House, Nairobi, during President William Ruto's meeting with village elders, Oburu said ODM remains firmly committed to the broad-based government arrangement and will support President William Ruto's re-election bid. However, he insisted that ODM will retain its identity and will not be absorbed by UDA, adding that other elective positions remain open for negotiations.
Mutumia wa musia kura ikikuja wakati huu sisi ODM hatutakuwa na candidate wetu ni President William Ruto. But all the other positions are negotiable. Particularly number 2. Don't you think I deserve to be number 2? Because that is what our concept. Can I not be number 2? Mimi nimetosha.
And fresh cracks appear to be emerging within the opposition as political realignments gather pace ahead of the 2027 general election. Leaders of the Democratic Party, PNU, and BUS Party, or MBU's Party, have publicly distanced themselves from calls by DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua for their parties to dissolve and join DCP, insisting that each political party remains independent. The leaders say any opposition coalition must be founded on consultation, equality, and mutual respect, exposing growing differences over the shape and leadership of the united opposition.
I have noted with concern the remarks attributed to the de facto DCP leader, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, at a church event in Meru on Sunday, 26th July 2026, calling upon the Democratic Party, the Party of National Unity, PNU, Umoja and Maendeleo Party, and BUS Party to dissolve and join DCP. We wish to state unequivocally that every political party is an independent institution established under the Constitution and the laws of Kenya, with its own members, delegates, elected officials, and governance structures.
Everybody is at liberty to express their own opinions about the the ideals for which their institutions or parties stand for. And within this united opposition or united alternative government, everybody should respect the rights of the other.
Would you rather have us not talk anything about the reorganizing, about the self-respect, about, how things should be? You'd like us to keep quiet until we sit in a boardroom? We have many people who are listening, who follow us day to day, and they ask these same questions. And like JB said, this matter has been put to Honorable Gachagua before.
Well, still on politics, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has reaffirmed his commitment to strengthening opposition unity following high-level consultations with Democratic Coalition Party DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua and Democratic Action Party Kenya, that is DAP Kenya leader Eugene Wamalwa. The leaders say they will remain focused on building a united and resilient opposition that offers hope and a credible alternative for Kenyans. According to the statement, the leaders discussed key national matters and agreed to sustain collaboration in advancing the interests of the Kenyan people. They said the consultations are part of ongoing efforts to consolidate opposition unity, share a common agenda, and work towards a national renewal.
We are yet witnessing another episode of selective application of justice. And so we have asked our teams to stand firmly, very firmly, with Honorable Kagucha. Right? So we want to see people like Duale, who have said a whole community is Aina's type of people. And in fact, he should have been arrested before being forced to resign.
And as mental health challenges continue to affect individuals and families across the world, stakeholders are stepping up calls for collective action to improve mental well-being. The appeal was made during a global mental health symposium held at Equip Africa Institute in Kitale. The organizers, led by Dr. Jane Newto of Mind and Beyond Counseling Center, urged communities to break the stigma surrounding mental health and seek help when needed. They also called for stronger collaboration between the health sector, government, and other stakeholders to improve access to mental health services and address the growing burden of mental illnesses in society.
Because life is to be once. It's always good. But what do we say? Okay. We pick them up because we want them to be happy, not reality. But that's what we see. How many people go here? Nothing. Just good. They be pouring out rain. All right, no. And so let's just talk about masking. Because life is to be once. It's always good. But what do we say? Okay. We pick them up because we want them to be happy, not reality. But that's what we see. How many people go here? Nothing. Just good.
All right, and we shift gears to sports now. The Kenya Secondary School Sports Association and National Term 2 Games rode to life once again today at the M-Pesa Foundation Academy. Boniface Kimanzi is in Thika for the National Games, and of course he gives us updates on how it is unfolding.
Thank you so much, Linda Alela. And of course, earlier we had spoken, and I'm here at Thika, and of course this is National Term 2 Games, and so far we have seen the showdown is set, the stage is set for the semi-final, and of course in the volleyball semi-finals we'll be having Mwitoti will be playing against Soweto, we'll be having Chesogon playing against Kwanzanze from Eastern, and also we'll be having Chepsaita in the final for the boys playing against Matiliko, and also we'll be having Chesamis playing against Masara, and we know that Matiliku has been one of the tough opponents when it comes to these secondary school games for the boys' side. And of course, we also know Kwanzanze from Eastern has been making sure that whenever they are facing any school from Eastern, from Western parts, then they are going to show them their power. Of course, I have several fans here. I have also players from Dagoretti here. What's your name? And of course, today, how has it been?
My name is Faith, and today it has been a good game and also tough and competitive. Thank you.
Of course, today I have seen that for the basketball you guys competed. Where did you make a mistake?
We competed against St. Mary's Yala, and there's no mistake that was made. It was just that it's called hard luck, whereby the other team gets the chance to win. And of course, we lost.
Of course, they lost against a tough opponent. Also, other player here. How was it today?
It was good, actually. We played well. It's just, as I said, it's hard luck. Yeah.
Of course, those are players from Dagoretti, and they are ready, of course, for the tomorrow's showdown. Of course, I also have another update here for the semi-finals. Tomorrow we'll be having Soccer Boys, we'll be having Kakamega High School will play against Menegai High School, we'll be having Takaba Day Mixed playing against St. Mary's Yala. We'll be also having other competition, for example, for the rugby. We'll be having quarterfinals, whereby we'll be having Upper Hill playing against Kiragari. Also, we'll be having Cardinal Otunga versus Kwale High School. We're also having St. Mary's Anthony Kitale versus Bokoli Boys, and also Butula Boys versus Lisa Hill, whereby it's going to be a showdown here at M-Pesa Foundation. And of course, different schools from different parts of the country, they have matched here so that they can compete in these national Term 2 games. Back to you, Linda Alela.
Thank you so much, Kimanzi, for the updates. He will be following up on the action to give us more updates. We go back to this mental health concern, which is indeed a problem across the globe, and as mental health challenges continue to affect individuals and families across the world, the stakeholders are stepping up calls for collective action that is to improve well-being. Now, the appeal was made during a global mental health symposium that was held at Equip Africa Institute in Kitale, where organizers led by Dr. Jane Nyutu of Mind and Beyond Counseling Center urged communities to break the stigma surrounding mental health and seek help when needed. They also called for stronger collaboration between the health sector, government and other stakeholders to improve access to mental health services, while also addressing the growing burden of mental illnesses in society.
We pick them out because we want them to be happy.
We know that studies show that 1 in 4 persons have mental health, and out of many people who go for outpatient in our hospitals, 1 of them out of 4 have mental health issues. And that is why we, as the doctors today, are using the biopsychosocial model to treat Kenyans, because they realized that if we don't do that, in 2030, studies show that mental health will be the first cause for disability in our nation.
And we want to make sure that we have healthy societies, healthy children, healthy people, and healthy communities. And so we're starting here with mental health awareness, mental health interventions, mental health strategies. And we won't stop until we're all the people who God created us to be.
Well, that's the spirit, as they would say. That very story allows us to close the bulletin at this very important time twister. And we say thank you for keeping us company. My name is Linda Alela. Good afternoon.